One of the most common problems that we've seen in conditioned attics, both in existing buildings and on proposed drawing sets that we've reviewed, is insulating and air sealing attic knee walls. A knee wall is simply a short partition or load-bearing wall around 2 to 3 feet in height that divides the attic space so that it's more usable and so that it doesn't have such a sharp transition to the exterior walls. If it's a load-bearing knee wall, then it's going to be supporting the rafters as well, and that was probably the more traditional use of knee walls. Now, when it comes to insulating an attic with knee walls, we have to ask the question, are we inside the building enclosure or are we outside? Is that void space created by the knee wall located within the conditioned space, or is it outside of the conditioned space? Understanding this is a really big deal when it comes to insulating an attic, or even designing an attic, and ultimately it will determine the types of insulation and air sealing strategies that you'll need to use moving forward, and whether or not you need to vent that space. So we're going to run through several different scenarios for this type of building condition, and discuss how to address each of them. In this first building condition, we have a vented roof assembly, not to be confused with a vented attic, but we are conditioning the attic space and treating it as part of the living space, and we're simply venting the roof above the attic space, very similarly to a vented cathedral or vaulted ceiling. How do we insulate the knee wall, or should we even insulate the knee wall? What do we do with the void space created by the knee wall? Well, you can do both actually. We can include the knee wall within the conditioned space and insulate the rafters above while providing a continuous ventilation channel and air seal the ceiling plane. Again, this is the vented cathedral ceiling approach, or we can insulate the knee wall and vent the entire void space. This means that we would need to insulate the floor joists above the main floor at this location rather than at the level of the rafters. It also makes air sealing this condition a little trickier since we need to connect the air barrier at the rafters to the knee wall to the ceiling below. It's not impossible, but it does require some planning prior to installing the subflooring. This is why we prefer to insulate and air seal the ceiling plane on the underside of the rafters and include the knee wall in the void area within the conditioned space, and then we don't have to worry about it. In terms of air sealing materials, we prefer using taped smart vapor retarder membranes as they're extremely versatile and allow for inward drying if conditions get damp or humid, while limiting the amount of moisture that ends up in the vented space. You could also use taped rigid foam instead, installed on the underside of the rafters for a continuous air barrier. We have a whole video on designing vented attics as well as retrofitting existing attics, in which we describe in depth why this is important. You can go and watch those videos up here. The next building condition that we have is a conditioned, unvented roof assembly, meaning that we're either installing rigid insulation outboard of the roof sheathing for condensation control, or we're using closed cell spray foam on the underside of the sheathing between the rafters. Is the void space created by the knee wall inside or outside? Yep, you probably guessed it. The knee wall is uninsulated, and the void space should be contained within the conditioned space, meaning that we're insulating the rafters, not the floor joists, and not the knee wall. We want to make sure where the rafters meet the exterior walls is well air sealed, and that the insulation is continuous from the roof to the walls in the space between the walls where the roof framing terminates. Best practice would be to frame the roof flush with the exterior walls so that we have better continuity of the air barrier and the thermal control layers, and provide an overhang above with outriggers. Otherwise, we'd have to air seal around every single rafter penetration in the exterior walls. Long story short, if you have knee walls in your attic, leave them uninsulated and incorporate them into your conditioned space so that you don't have any void spaces that aren't receiving conditioned air, and simply insulate at the level of the rafters. If you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more weekly building science videos, and head over to our website at asiri-designs.com where we have over 150 free building science articles that cover a wide range of topics. Links will be in the description below. For now, good luck with your projects. Cheers.